race to the top four over in Italy continues to bubble, of course, after Internazionale have secured their spot in the Champions League. Who will join them? We'll get into that and much more next. Today we'll take a look at matchday number 35, that's right, over in Serie A, and we'll get to that in a second. If you do, where you been, smash your subscribe button, your one-stop shop for Serie A, right here under one Brusí. Of course, it is a big old, a bit of an anticlimax over in Italy, with Internazionale already securing the title, and so far just suffering one defeat. But of course, who will join them in the illustrious Champions League next season? That, of course, is still up for grabs. We're going to get into it, all of it, in a second. Of course, big shout out once again to my VIPs. They are the patrons, you know who you are, and again, if you knew, where the hell have you been, boys and girls? But before we get to the deep end, we're going to recap the results from last week and, of course, jump forward into the next weekend's action. Alright then, folks, here are those weekend results from the past match day. Of course, kicking it all off at the top of the shop there, Frosinone with a big 3-0 win over Salernitana, that's right, boosting their survival hopes down the foot of the table. I went with a 1-0 win myself. Lecce with a draw against Monza, again got the one spot on the nose. Meanwhile, Juventus could only muster a 0-0 draw against AC Milan with a 3-2 win for Juve. Of course, it looks like AC Milan will be looking for a new manager. Of course, Lazio with a 1-0 win over Hellas Verona. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Inter 2-0 winners over Torino. 3-0 win for me. Atalanta with a 2-0 win over Empoli. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Did I skip that? Bologna with a 1-1 draw against Udinese. I went with a 2-1 win myself. Napoli with a 2-2 draw against Roma. I had that on the spot on the nose. Fiorentina's 5-1 win over Sassuolo. 1-0 win for me. And then, of course, down the bottom there, Genoa. Do you know what I mean? With a big 3-0 win over Cagliari. Of course, down the foot of the table, I went with a 2-2 draw. So those are, of course, my pickaroos. And this is the situation we find ourselves in the table. As you see, it is Inter kicking ass and taking names, and they cannot be caught. AC Milan looks set for second spot, but of course, as I said, looking for a new manager for the next season is on my understanding. Juventus, though, might not have given up the ghost just yet for that second spot, and Bologna with a big 4-point lead over Roma heading into this week's match day. It's not done and dusted just yet for Bologna, but they are very, very close to securing Champions League football, of course. Down the foot of the table, we know that Salernitana are down, of course, but who will join them? Sassuolo look red hot to trot at the moment, 10-1 on to go down. Udinese also could be joining them in Serie B next season, which could be, if that was to be the case, a very, very spicy second tier. So those are the situations we find ourselves over there. What about the situations we find ourselves over in the Super Brusí? We'll have a look then, shall we? Here we go. It's Santos kicking ass and taking names. 17 points for him, 16 for Costas K. Barcelona is with the 15.5, Summer 28, the same score in Saki, and then the chasing pack as well. AJ24, Alex Weller and the gang. If you see your name in there, guys and gals, please smash your likey, smash your subscribe. The current leaderboard looks like this. Costas K, he's okay. Top the charts, 13 points clear over Saki at the moment. Raymond Reddington, of course, dropping a spot down to number 3. Barcelona East up to 3 spots to number 4. Of course, those are some of the bigger movers and shakers in the league. Of course, it's not over yet, though. It is definitely not over just yet. But plenty of points still be had, of course, heading into the next weekend's action, and that's where we're going to join us right here, right now, as we look forward to these games. That's right, coming at you all the way back, all the way ahead to the 3rd of May. That's right, it's Torino against Bologna, of course, kicking us all off on the top of the shop here on Friday, the 3rd of May. Played each other 31 times in 1999. We've got 11 wins for Torino, 7 wins for Bologna, 13 draws. Of course, Torino 5-1 win, their biggest, scoring 41 goals in 31 matches, 1.32 goals a game. Bologna 5-2 win, their biggest, scoring 35 goals in 31 matches, 1.13 goals a game as well. 75% form for Bologna right now, unbeaten in at least the last 6 matches. They are 4th in the table, 63 points for the campaign. Torino, 50% form for them right now without a win in the last 4, but they are 10th, 46 points for the season. Last time around over at Torino, it was the 1-0 win for Torino back in March 2023. The reverse fixture and Bologna way back in November was a 2-0 win for Bologna as well. The away side has not won this game since Bologna beat Torino back in March 2019. Okay. The odds here, 13-8 is your Torino Torino, 21-10 is the draw. 7-4 is your Bologna here. Have been an absolute revelation this season over in Italy. I'm going to give it a point here, a point apiece, which of course will keep Bologna in the mixer for top four. But they've got to keep an eye on the likes of Roma, who could close in on them this week. Monza are in action against Lazio, coming at you on Saturday. May the 4th be with you. That's right. Played each other 4 times since 2006. Nothing for Monza, 3 for Lazio. 1 draw, of course. Monza, though, yet to get a win. But they have scored 4 goals in those 4 games. It's a goal a game on average. Lazio, 2-0 win their biggest, scoring 8 goals in total over the course of the 4 games. That's 2 goals a game on average. Lazio now picking up 4 wins on the bounce. Of course, 67% form for them right now. They are 7th, 55 points for the season. Monza, though, without a win in the last 5. They are 11th with 44 points for the campaign. Last time around, over in Monza, it was a 2-0 win for Lazio back in April 2023. The reverse fixture, though, in September was a 1-1 draw back in Rome. Of course, points split right down the middle. 7-2 is your Monza here. 5-4 on is your Lazio. 11-4 is the draw. I think I am backing Lazio to get the win here. 2-0 win I am on the road. 3 points in the bag. Are they going to come out on top? We'll see about that. Big match for Sassuolo, of course, currently facing the drop at the Maipai Stadium up against the champions. Of course, 22 times they have played each other. This is 2013. 9 wins for Sassuolo, 11 wins for Inter. 2 draws, of course. Sassuolo with a big 2-0 win, their biggest, scoring 28 goals in those 22 matches. 1.27 goals a game on average. Inter do boast a 7-0 win against Sassuolo, scoring 42 goals in those 22 matches. 1.91 goals a game. Inter unbeaten in at least the last 6 matches. 4 wins of the last 5. They are top. 89 points, of course. Cannot be caught. Sassuolo, though, 19th right now. 26 points for the season without a win in the last 6 matches. And come into this on back-to-back defeats. Last time around, though, over at Sassuolo in competitive action, it was a 2-1 win for Inter back in October 2022. The reverse fixture over in the Giuseppe Meazza or whatever you call it. 2-1 win it was for Sassuolo. That's right, back in September 2023. The odds, though, for this one, we have 11-2 is your Sassuolo, 2-1 on is your Inter, 16-5 is, of course, the draw. Inter should win this one, even though they're on party mode. 2-1 win for them over relegation threatened Sassuolo. Meanwhile, Cagliari up against Lecce, of course, coming at you at the Unipol Dumas. They have played each other 19 times in 1994. 6 wins for Cagliari, 5 for Lecce. 8 draws, of course. Cagliari, though, with a big 2-0 win, their biggest, scoring 24 goals in 19 matches, 1.26 goals a game on average. Lecce, though, 3-0 win, the biggest, scored 24 goals in 19 matches, 1.26 goals a game as well. 67% form for Lecce right now. They've hit a bit of form right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 13th with 36 points for the season. Meanwhile, Cagliari, just 1 win in the last 6, 42% form for them right now. They are 14th with 32 points for the season as well. Last time around, over at the Unipol Domus, it was a 0-0 draw back in July 2020. The reverse fixture in Lecce was a 1-1 draw. In fact, the last 3 matches between these two sides have all ended square. And the last time the home side won was when Cagliari picked up a 3-2 win over Lecce back in November 2010. The odds for this one, though, we are looking at Cagliari 23-20 for the victory, 23-10 the draw, 2-5 is your away win. I am backing Cagliari, though, to break that hoodoo and get their first win in over a decade. 2-1 win for Cagliari over Lecce. And Paoli, though, up in action against Frosinone. Now, these two sides have played each other 17 times since 2008. We've got 9 for Empoli, 5 for Frosinone, 3 draws, of course. Empoli, though, 3-1 win their biggest, scoring 31 goals in 17 matches. We've got 1.82 goals a game. Frosinone, though, 4-0 win their biggest, scoring 27 goals in those 17 matches, 1.59 goals a game as well. Frosinone, though, 50% form for them right now. Unbeaten in the last 5, though, just won 1 and lost 1. Drawn 4, though, 15th for the table, 31 points for the season against the Empoli side, 17th in the table, 31 points for the season, 2 wins of the last 6. Of course, a bit of infrequent form for both sides heading into this one. Last time around, over at the Carlo Castellani, it was a 3-1 win for Empoli back in January 2021. That was in Serie B. The reverse fixture, though, over in Frosinone was a 2-1 win for Frosinone back in November. The odds for this one, though, we got for Empoli 7-5 for the victory. We got 23-10 the draw. 90-10 is your away win here. Going to go with an even Stevens here, point apiece. I think a point in the bag. Everyone's going to be happy with that. Meanwhile, Verona up against Fiorentina coming to on Sunday, May the 5th. Be with you. Played each other 30 times since 1996. Got 6 wins for Verona, 17 wins for Fiorentina, 7 draws, of course. Verona 4-1 win their biggest, scoring 31 goals in 30 matches, 1.03 goals a game. Fiorentina, though, boasting a 5-0 win, scoring 54 goals in those 30 matches, 1.80 goals a game heading into this one. 67% form for Fiorentina right now. Of course, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 850 points for the campaign. Verona are in 16th with 31 points for the season. Just one win in the last 6. Could do with a bit of more points to be clear for safety. Last time around over in Verona, it was a 3-0 win for Fiorentina. That's back in February 2023. The reverse fixture in Fiorentina was a 1-0 win for Fiorentina back in December 2023. So Fiorentina are unbeaten against Verona over the last 6, picking up 4 wins and a couple of draws to boot. The odds for this one, Verona 21-10 for the victory, 13-10 is your Fiorentina, 9-4 is the draw here. Back in the away side, of course we are, 2-0 win for them on the road. Meanwhile, Milan up against Genoa, of course, coming at you at the Giuseppe Meazza. They have played each other 36 times in 1983, with 22 wins for Milan, 7 wins for Genoa, 7 draws, of course. Milan boasting a 3-0 win, scoring 50 goals in those 36 matches, 1.39 goals a game on average. Genoa, 3-0 win, their biggest, scoring 27 goals in 36 matches, 0.75 goals a game heading into this one. Genoa, 58% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 12th, 42 points for the season against the Milan side without a win in the last 5. They hit a right old sneaky bit of form right here right now. 33% form for them right now. They are second though with 70 points for the season as well. Last time around, over at the Giuseppe Meazza was a 2-0 win for Milan back in April 2022. The reverse fixture in Genoa was also a 1-0 win for Milan, who have won 5 of the bouts against Genoa, conceding just 1 goal in the last 4 matches between these two sides. The odds for this one, 29 on is your Milan. Of course, 7-2 is the draw, 6-1 is your long shots. It should be Milan, really. The bookies have it, I have it. The form does not have it, though. So, going to go with the Milan victory here, 2 to win to get the points and move the chains. Next up, we have Roma up against Juventus in the game of the day. That's right, the race for Champions Ligos at the Stadio Olimpico. Played each other 67 times in 1983. We've got 16 wins for Roma, 33 wins for Juventus, and 18 draws. Roma, 4-0 win, their biggest, scoring 76 goals in those 67 matches, 1.13 goals a game. Meanwhile, Juve with a big 4-0 win themselves, 107 goals scored in 67 matches, 1.60 goals a game heading into this one. Juventus under Allegri, third in the table, 65 points for the campaign, up with a 58% form for them right now, without a win in the last 4. Up against the Roma side, 75% form for them right now. They're 5th, 59 points for the campaign. Back-to-back defeats heading, back-to-back games without a win heading into this one. Of course, Roma picked up a win last time around at the Stadio Olimpico. That was a 1-0 win back in March 2023. The reverse fixture over in Turin, it was a 1-0 win for Juventus back in December. Of course, Roma are in action against Leverkusen this coming week, of course, in the Europa. So a bit of a distraction there. 9-5 is your Roma, 8-5 is Juventus, 11-5 is the draw. Could be a game too much. I'm going to go with a 2-2 on this one. Cannot separate the two sides, can you? Let me know down below. Into the final 2 we go, of course, and into Monday the 6th of May. Play each other. It's Salernitana against Atalanta at the Stadio Arecci. Played each other 9 times since 1989. Just 1 win for Salernitana. 6 was Atalanta. 2 draws, of course. Salernitana 1-0 win, their biggest and only win, scoring 6 goals in total over the course of those 9 games, 0.67 goals a game on average. Atalanta, though, 8-2 win, their biggest, scoring 20 goals in 9 games, 2.22 goals a game on average. Atalanta, of course, 75% form for them right now, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 6th, 57 points for the season, up against the Salernitana side, 8% form for them right now, without a win in the last 17 matches, 20th. They're down, 15 points for the campaign as well. Last time around, though, over at Salernitana, it was a 1-0 win for the hosts back in May 2023. The reverse fixture, of course, 4-1 win was for Atalanta back in December. The odds for this one, 7-1 is your Salernitana, 11-4 on is your Atalanta, and 50-4 is the draw. Atalanta also in action in Europa League action this week, just like Roma, and I think they'll win this one as well. 2-1 win for them on the road, 3 points in the bag, and away they go. And another ding-dong affair coming at you on Monday the 6th. That's right, with Conte expected to take over Napoli over in the new season. But Udinese could be going down. Fabio Cannavaro is your manager right now. 45 times they have played each other since 1993. 9 wins for Udinese, 23 wins for Napoli, 13 draws, of course. Udinese with a big 3-1 win, their biggest, scoring 59 goals in those 45 matches, 1.31 goals a game on average. Napoli, though, 5-0 win, the biggest, scoring 89 goals in 45 matches, 1.98 goals a game as well. Napoli, 42% form for them right now, just 1 win in the last 6. They are 9th, 50 points for the campaign. Udinese, though, 17% form for them right now, 18th for the table, 29 points for the campaign, of course. Last time around, over at the Stadio Friuli, it was a 1-1 draw back in May 2023. The reverse fixture, though, over in Naples, 4-1 win it was back in September 2023. Napoli are unbeaten against Udinese, picking up 5 wins and 1 draw over the last 6, and they are favoured here. Even Stevens for the victory. 11-4 is Udinese, and 23-10 is, of course, the draw. And we are backing those visitors here. 2-0 win for them on the bloody road. Those are, of course, my picks. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like at the end of this week's matches. Of course, Inter still top. They'll be top, of course. Milan remaining in second spot. Juventus in third. Bologna closing in on them, though. Just 2 points adrift with Atalanta now into fifth. Roma down to sixth. Santina going down. Sassuolo and Udinese joining them. Verona and Paule. Frosione still not out of the woods just yet. Still lots to be had over in the Serie A. We'll be right there until the conclusion. But until then, we're donezoed.